nothing popped up here. I do see that it shows you broadcasting. Let me see if I can just go through on that.
Hopefully it'll do it. This is...
I'll be damned, it worked.
Thank God. Alrighty, I'll do Survivor first. And the matchmaking can be a little slow because obviously it's a beta. Sometimes I've joined instantly, and sometimes I've had to wait a couple minutes. So,
right,
it fluctuates. Oh, and I got one person watching, which I am 100% sure is you.
Let's hope so.
What's it say for the matchmaking timer?
25 seconds.
It's at 35, so you're not off by much.
About 10 seconds off.
That's pretty good, considering how much my luck has been with streaming, so I'll take it any advantage I can get. And there we go, match found. Somehow my name's the most normal. That's surprising.
16. Oh.
But I personally like the hacker because you can get Daniel, which is the mastermind there, Salty Bomber, of course, off your back. Sadly, there's only one map at the moment. Again, obviously it's a beta, so it makes sense. But
Right.
it does kind of suck. And you know, after playing Friday, it could just be because we played it. I just noticed the character looks like the character I use. The only difference is she's blonde. I don't know if that's just me or that's a thing. Could just be me.
I mean, I can see that. Kind of figured that was just a type you had.
I certainly don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, speaking of Friday, though, like, is your objective just to survive for the... Well, no, I see the time limit going up and down, so I guess you do have to escape.
Yeah, you have to escape, but the better you do, the more time you get. So like right here, I'm gonna want to pick up the teammate, because if he dies, we're gonna have much bigger problems. So you don't want your teammates to die.
Right. Yeah, 'cause I was gonna ask, like, what's the objective? Run the clock, different escape, all that.
What you want to do is you want to complete both puzzles and destroy things that get in your way in an attempt to survive. There is an exit, but you have to, get to it. So it'll make sense here in a second as I start picking up items. Like when I go in here, I'm going to be looking for items to basically solve puzzles. So that puzzle got solved, we move on to the next room. The quicker you solve puzzles, the more time you get. Obviously, that's a very important thing.
Let's see.
I'm certain you know how like items management, all that is always in Resident Evil.
Right.
Let's see. This is actually a decent group because we're staying together.
So is it just the stream, or is this game just like really dark?
It's probably YouTube compression making it darker. I mean, it's a dark game because it's, you know, it's Resident Evil, but
Right.
it's probably being emphasized by the stream. I can brighten it after
Okay.
this match if you want me to.
Yeah, honestly, the compression thing seems likely. Bother if it throws you off. It's just like some of those smaller rooms. Like I literally can't see a thing except the.
That's one thing that really bugs me about YouTube is they love to say, "Oh, we know better. Here's the compression rate. Let's make it annoying."
No, let me try one of the other visual settings that are on this monitor. It's certainly brighter, but yeah, that's just the stream quality.
All right.
So yeah, you don't gotta worry about changing. Appreciate the thought, though.
All right. I just try to keep things moving. Teammates, one of you has the key. You're gonna have to go put the key in. There you go. Teammates down again. That's not good. See, that's the mastermind using Mr. X there. And he's going to start protecting me to keep my teammates from helping me.
Huh.
See, your teammates are going to want to pick you up no matter what. Oh, there's a zombie crawling towards me, dude. There's a zombie crawling towards me, dude. Get that... Get the... That's annoying. Okay, so they killed all the zombies out here. See, right now the mastermind is doing everything he can to stop us. So basically what I'm wanting to do is just follow my teammates here. Get to this as fast as I can. And I'm going to disable that camera here in a second if I get the opportunity. So now we move to the third phase, and this is the final phase. Although as far as the punk look you was asking about, yeah, I do like that quite a bit. Certainly not a downside.
What the fuck's a yellow herb? Maybe I'm just out of the loop since I haven't played past, you know, the first game on PlayStation 1.
The yellow herb in previous games have been what you use to increase your health limit overall.
To do the same.
Sort of, yeah. Resident Evil 4 was the first one to do it, if I remember right.
Huh.
Got a zombie on me, that's annoying. Get off. Ow. Ow. Basically, we're close quarters with a big problem here. Okay, I'm going to go back through here. Get some more ammo. Use health items, and then try to go back out that door.
Huh. So I see like the blue going away on the timer there. Is that?
That means we're losing time.
That like life?
Yeah, we're running out of
Gotcha.
time essentially. And I think I'm the only one up at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was like a life total because I saw the other two down.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it this time. I got surrounded by liquors. I had no help. The team got separated on the last one. It will go into overtime. If we start destroying stuff, we can actually earn time back.
No, so it's got an overtime mechanic.
Yeah, it's got an overtime counter. If you can pull it back, you know. See what my ranking is. I got a B. It's above average. You just see. So it's a very, you can see how it's very difficult, especially if the mastermind is good at the game. he controls the ebb and flow of the enemies, and some areas, you know, it's a little easier. Some areas, it's a lot harder. See if I can get a match of Mastermind in, so you can see how that works. But yeah, I wouldn't be very surprised if I did buy a copy for each of us. Because me and Jordan, we share games anyway. I could buy the digital version, which covers him, and then get you a copy. If when they do the open beta and see how they do the feedback, if they take the feedback and do anything with it.
Yeah, do they have a release window for this yet?
Not exactly. Nothing's nailed down. I know that they're doing this beta with the ambassadors to get their initial feedback, and then later on, I think they're gonna do an open beta. But they haven't disclosed when they're doing the open beta. So there's gonna be this beta and open beta, and then presumably after that they will launch.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I gotta say, even for like especially if there's no release window yet, like it's not one of those just betas to well, really a beta that's like a glorified demo to get some pre-release hype.
right.
I gotta say, for something that's definitely still in development, looks pretty far along so far. This actually looks pretty interesting.
It's hard. It's very, very hard. My biggest complaint is there needs to be an incentive to keep the team together, as you can tell. Because as we get to the end, you notice the team starts splitting more and more. And once the team splits up, what they're trying to do is they're trying to go get, because the last things you have to do is break the test tubes. At least that's what I call them. And yeah, you can do that, but you gotta have the weapons, and it is hard to do it by yourself unless you have like the mag. And the mag never came up for me as the weapons slot. So that meant probably one of the other players had it. And if the players get away from each other, they get overwhelmed. I think I'll go back to Survivors. Everybody wants to be the mastermind, so you end up being in a longer queue for those. Because you can get a Survivor match easy, because it'll just select a person to, like, see? I guess I'll be the black guy. I've not been him anyway, so.
Hey, you get to play with Viper again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be something if no honkies was in this this group?
That would be great, actually. Now, the thing that scares me is these skill trees here. I don't know how this is going to work. They gave us these preset. I don't know if they'll be preset in the main game or not. Joey Undead Twitch. So we got a Twitch streamer in here. But, yeah, I like the game quite a bit. By the way, the plot to this game is we are test subjects that are still being tested on collecting data as the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3 are unfolding. Canonically, that's honestly what it says.
I was gonna ask what the setup was, and I mean, hell, Umbrella's disbanded shortly after 3, aren't they?
Right,
I think they're officially finished by Code Veronica.
Yeah, they're officially dead by that point. With the exception of Wesker. Now, if you take Wesker into things,
Right.
That's according to how you feel about Wesker. Also, I love Wesker. So clearly this character is the melee brawler. And I need a gun. So far this team is doing well.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Like I said, if they will stay together, we have a chance at this. It's if they start separating. You guys gonna help me with the Twitch guy here?
They didn't want to kill his clout.
Yeah, apparently not. This should be as, yeah. Let's get the key. Take it back here. Good job, teammates. 10 points. Where the heck did they go? I really need a healing item. Well, that was smart, teammates. Where's our radio teammate?
So if one person dies, are you all screwed?
No, they can be lone survivors.
Okay.
I've seen it happen.
I guess so long as somebody's still around, you just gotta wait for them so you can all move on.
Right. As long as someone's alive, everybody can respawn.
Oh, okay.
But that's if, you know, you're lucky enough.
Right.
I'm gonna buy a couple grenades. And ammo. Alright guys, let's try to do this in one run.
Do you got to worry about friendly fire with explosives and stuff?
It stuns them, but does not kill them.
Okay.
Honestly, I know some people would probably hate that, but honestly, if that was the case, we would
Probably
lose.
for the best.
You would
Yeah.
lose a lot.
Especially with like how tight some of the corridors are in here.
Right. So you see that thing there in yellow? That's what our objective is to get to at this point. We want to get over here and basically just waste it.
Oh.
So I got one. There's 3 more. That's not good. Get off. So basically at this point what I'm going to try to do is see that there's the next one. So that's why I went up there. Teammate, you're gonna help me? I helped you. Will you just leave them, you idiot? Well, Kirby, sometimes you just can't help stupid. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go over here and help the teammates that can be helped.
Oh, so you can still hit it from down that low.
So basically now what I'm going to want to do, I love how the game got darker, by the way, sorry Kirby. Basically what's going to happen now is we're going to all want to go to the exit. And as you can see, I'm probably the furthest one away.
Right.
Quit flashbanging me! You ding-dongs. That's one thing that can hurt you, Kirby, is when your teammates flashbang.
They heard how much I was complaining about how dark it was.
Run, you idiots. Get in here and escape. There you go. Oh. So there you go. You got to see a winning one.
Oh.
Remember how I said you had to stay together to survive? Well, that's exactly why you have to stay together, because they will swarm you by yourself. Just like real zombies, I think, if zombies were ever a real thing, that's exactly what you would have to do.
Yeah?
Also, A rank. Now, if you notice at the bottom, I've earned currency. I have no idea what that currency is going to be for, and I'm hoping that's in-game currency.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was, like, just for the in-store, like, during the missions, or I guess maybe the actual game will have, I don't know, cosmetics and the perks and shit.
Yeah, there'll be I'm assuming it's going to be more like Friday, though. I'll try one more attempt at Mastermind. If I don't find it, I'll probably get off because I'm tired. And this game's also extremely stressful. It requires a lot of patience to get good at it. In the sense of learning, once you learn how to complete it, like from step to step to step, it's getting everybody around you to go step by step by step.
Uh-huh.
Like that one idiot who died on the stairs. He wouldn't quit fighting the mastermind. It's like, you know, it's good to kill the mastermind because it slows down his production. But if you ain't got a magnum or something like that, you're not gonna stop him. I'm sorry. It's just not gonna happen. The mastermind is... Well, he's the mastermind. He's in control, and he would very much not be the mastermind if he was easy to take out. Now, some of his abilities, I do think, need to be toned a little. But it's a beta, and that's the point. Also, I like that music. What do you think of it, Kubo?
I actually can't hear any of it over our audio.
I see.
Like,
because of the
I
stream.
get to hear everything from the party chat twice since I hear it through the stream again.
I'll be quiet here for a second so that that'll come through.
Yeah, I can hear it a little bit. That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's I like subtlety like that. It's a little menacing, but it's also upbeat. And my little toned ears from playing Resident Evil 3 so much, I can tell you one thing. There's some Resident Evil 3 music in this game in the safe room. They use the safe room music.
No, yeah?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, since this ain't gonna load, let me go into tutorial for the survivor. Yeah, they're called ivies, those plant things. Yeah, I know how the demo works. This character reminds me of the character you use, Curb, in Friday. I know I have Friday on the brain, but that's what comes to mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I was thinking she'd probably be the one I'd use.
See, this character is the one who finds stuff. That's her special ability. So she'll locate, like, the hat. So you'll go in here, over here, and it's like, oh, there's a Mr. Raccoon. You see, he's missing the hat. You go here, and you say, oh, here's the hat, Mr. Raccoon. The door opens. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 gives me a partner. So I need this to unlock the main terminal door. So I'll go over here and say, oh, well, if I could hit them. So you pick up the security card, you go over here, open the door, which gives you time. I don't know if it'll let me pick up anything. Oh, you see this? I don't know if you recognize it. If you don't feel bad.
Yeah, give me about 10 seconds to catch up.
Right.
Is that a model of the police headquarters? Or
Yes,
the
very
Spencer
good.
Mansion?
That's the police
okay.
headquarters. Good job, Kirby. So you see, his teammate got down, you lost 15 seconds. To gain that time back, you heal them. This is an excellent tutorial, by the way. And because he's hurt, you use this character's special ability, which heals the team. And then you just head to the exit. Because I know playing it myself was probably not the easiest thing to follow, so... You pick up the credits. Ooh. So I'll take that and a green herb, because it's teaching me how to use those. It's the new weapon. Leave the safe room. So I got poisoned because of a trap. Blue herbs, as far as Resident Evil lore goes, will always heal you of poison. I think the reason they made those spark effects is so people know what you're doing. That's the only reason I can think of that they've added those. So here's the first container. Do I have a... No. Only unlimited ammo in this mode. Unfortunately. Which there could be a perk for that later on, I don't know. But you go over here, this is the exit door, you hit the button to start the timer. The umbrella logo there will start to fill up. When it fills up, you can leave. And by the way, you can leave by yourself and completely ruin your teammates.
Yeah, I saw the prompt showed up for a quick second that last match.
Yeah, I thought about leaving, by the way, but I decided to try to stay. The final gate's open, you hit X, and presumably, I don't know what's beyond that white light, probably another test. Or Jesus, I'm not sure.
They were actually already dead, that's just them finally dying for real.
They finally understand it. Since I didn't get to show Mastermind, I'll do a little bit of the Mastermind tutorial. It's short, so I'll probably just do the whole thing. And then get off.
Okay.
But,
you know, I gotta say, for how feminine the... Well, it's not quite a silhouette, but the bottom half of that face looked on, like, the box art shown. I wasn't expecting a Master Miller type for the Mastermind icon.
Well, you know, honestly, I was expecting to see Wesker as the Mastermind. It seemed like the perfect choice. But because this is Umbrella Testing Grounds, that's why it's not him. Because obviously he's still busy in the events of Resident Evil main storyline.
Right.
Believe it or not, they think about the canon. So you see, he's going to be going in. Go ahead.
I was going to say a Wesker mode for this could be pretty interesting.
It's according to how they handled it. So you can place them anywhere. But I want the zombie to be ready to attack. So you'll spawn them there. And then you can zoom in and watch them take damage. And now my favorite part of this game. You can control the zombies. You can control the tyrant. And you can just wreck these characters. And then you can just leave the zombie and it takes control and does its thing.
Huh.
So when he dies, the timer goes down and you continue. Now this is placing traps. You can place these little traps here. And then they get grabbed. Then you use the mounted machine gun and... So just because you're never out of options here. Now we get to use the tyrant. And dead.
Countdown ended. Experiment successful.
Man, that's a lot of options.
Yep. And like I said, it's the shortest one. But yeah, I really like the ideas this game has going. I just hope they continue to build on it. They've got a good concept for a Resident Evil multiplayer that's not mercenaries. So,